last video for ionic bonding, we're going to talk about naming the compounds. So in the previous ones, I've given you names, but we haven't really talked about how to figure out the name. So the very first thing that you have to ask yourself is the positive ion a transition metal? This is how you figure out whether or not it's a transition metal. See, it's labeled right here. So these are transition metals. Is the metal in that middle section? If it is, the answer to that question is yes. Then you write the name of the metal, and then you put that charge in Roman numerals. And we briefly talked about this. So we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4 would be IV, right? And 5 would be V. I don't think you have to deal with anything bigger than that. If the answer to that question is no, you just write the name of the metal. Okay, so this is so easy for the metals. But then you look at the negative ion, also pretty easy. Remember, the polyatomic ions are here on the back. I know they're polyatomic because poly means more than one atom. So look at the formula for all these guys. There's more than one atom. Oftentimes they're going to be in parentheses, so if they're in parentheses, it's obviously a polyatomic. But just see if it's more than one. If the answer to that question is yes, you flip your periodic table over, figure out which one it is, and write the name of it. If the answer to that question is no, then you're going to look that guy up on the periodic table, okay, and then say it's Cl, okay, so Cl is chlorine. You're going to take off the ending, so chlorine, the ending would be ene, and you're going to make it chloride. You're going to add an IDE. And you've seen these names over and over and over, but you haven't actually practiced them, okay? So in another example would be bromine, okay? So instead of having bromine, you would have bromide. Most of them are super easy. There's some random ones that are tricky, like carbon. Carbon is carbide and stuff like that. But most of them are super easy. You'll get the hang of it. If you get a tricky one, just ask me and I'll help you.